Hello, Taurus. Elsie here to drop a reading for you, my friends. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. It is Saturday night as I record this, but this is going to be a reading that I don't date or time. This is just another bonus reading for you, Taurus, because I am so grateful for the way that you eat up all the other readings. All right, so let's do it. Let's figure out what deck we're using. What are we using? Okay. Oh, yes. So, Charlie just suggested, Charlie is my my guide, that we do a what you're eclipsing. What are you eclipsing from your life? But I think that the way we're going to do it is what we're going to find out what you're going to be eclipsing from your life, like what you're going to be ending, what you're going to be getting rid of. It is the eclipse today, and it is a new moon as well. So let's find out what it is that you are letting go of, my friend. And when you let something go, you allow other energies in. So we'll look at exactly what it is you're making room for. All right, let's figure it out. What are you letting go of? Oh, you've got a card that is flipped here. All right. Ooh. All right. So what are you letting go of? I think that you're done arguing. I want to say you're done arguing with people who don't agree with you, people who tell you that you should be living a certain type of way, people who, it feels like I think what you're ending is you're ending this damn headache of people poking their nose in your life and telling you what you should be doing. It feels exactly like that. We've got the World card here, and it feels like you're closing a chapter or you're closing a door here. Now, I feel as though you're doing it because now is the time. I feel like the energies are here. I feel like you're getting downloads, or you've been getting downloads, and it feels like it's unintentional. I'm going to say that, it's not like you're sitting down at 2 p.m. on a Saturday and saying, okay, that's it. I'm going through this list and I'm cutting these people out of my life. I don't think you're doing it deliberately like that. I feel like it's coming naturally, that this is the karmic door that you have to close. And I think that the door that you have to close is dealing with people who you are not on the same vibration with. And I don't even mean spiritually at this point. I mean politically. I mean in your life. I mean, if you don't like your sister or your brother or your mother is terrorizing you, or an aunt, I don't care if it's family, friends, or someone that you love. It feels like it's people that you can't agree on something with, that there's always headaches with fighting and arguing and disagreements, and you're just like, I'm not dealing with those negative ones anymore. I'm just not. And the Nine of Swords is in the reverse because I think you held on to some of these relationships which maybe weren't great for you. And I want to say for your mental state of mind, your state of mind that is your mental health. I think that for your own mental health, that you're closing some doors on some pretty toxic situations. And I don't think that you're worried about whether you're going to be alone or not anymore. At some point, you will get to a point in your life, we all do, where we're like, you know what? If the alternative is being with the toxic group, then I'll stay on my own. Thank you. And I think that's what this is. That I think that before, the Nine of Swords would have been in the upright. And it feels like that instead of worrying about it, I think that you've decided you're not going to worry about it anymore. You're just going to close the door. It could be one specific person or a group of people. Take it as it resonates. But we do have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo energy here. All right, Taurus. You really are cutting something out, right? The World card shows up. So we have the Two of Swords. It feels like it's something that you thought about for a long time. That maybe, we just don't want to offend that person, so we start making excuses as to why we can't go, or that person, the person that you don't really like, Taurus, or that is not ever reaching out to you first. You're constantly reaching out to them. I think it's those types of things that you're bringing to an end here. Also liars. We've got 5 and 2 is 7. 7 Swords is you're bringing relationships to an end, whether family, friends, or lover. You're bringing relationships to an end. People you don't trust. You don't trust what comes out of their mouth. People that you don't trust aren't talking behind your back. And I feel like you waited for a very long time. You didn't really want to see the situation for what it was in the past, Taurus, but I feel like this energy is here now. And if you're not doing it right now, tell you, you're probably going over the Facebook list in a couple of days. Wondering which ones you could just cut out and lighten the load from, for sure. Yeah, it feels like it's a situation of people not caring about you or not approaching you. And I feel like you're the one who overgives. You're always making sure this one has to eat. That one is okay. This one, you're always keeping track of everybody. It feels like when you stop watering the plants, you realize they're dying because no one else is tending to them. Because she's sitting here at the 3 of Cups, right? It's like people are ignoring you. Maybe if they're not ignoring you, it's like they don't feel like they have to check on you, right? Maybe you're the strong friend, and they feel like they don't have to check on you, so they only come to you when they have an issue or a problem or something that they want you to help them with. It is probably a friend group. It's the people that you party with, your current party group of friends. Look, you're probably sitting on the sofa when they walk into the party saying, oh, frig, she showed up again, or he showed up again. Really, are we going to have to deal with this person again? It feels like that. So I think that in the past, you were putting up with it because you didn't want to be alone. Who does, right? You didn't want to be alone. I feel like you didn't want to be left out of parties. You didn't want to be left out of the celebrations. But I think you're in this energy over the next few days here. It feels like you're going to be like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'd rather be alone. I'm tired of being with people who I don't trust. 7 Swords. People who are just completely ignoring me when I offer them, a drink, or when I offer them some friendship. No, I'm not doing it anymore. It's overwhelming emotionally, but you are going to make some cuts. It's a decision you got to make, though, and you're not making it just yet. There it is, because it's heartbreaking, Taurus. It's so disappointing, but you can't make people do what they're not going to do. And even if you bring it to their attention, it feels like it doesn't ever really get addressed. Yeah. Yeah. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is an end of a cycle here, right? So it feels like that you're done kind of chasing people. It's like you're just going to let it end and let it end in silence. Be done with it here. Because I feel like the other option is that you just keep hanging out with people that you don't trust, right? It's not great. So we have the 3 of Swords, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Ace of Swords. Some of them you might give them a, hey, I'm out. Maybe you've been waiting on a message. Like it feels like somebody has sent a message and is not getting an answer. And I feel like instead of, you're just like, peace out. I feel like you need the healing. I feel like it's the Knight of Wands tells me that you do it really quickly at a moment of passion. Like you're like, F you. And, it's been 3 days and they still haven't answered you. I think that you just wield the sword and you cut them out. The Ace of Swords tells me that you might be very clear with them. You know what? Thank you for your friendship, but I'm out. I'm just going to block you now. I just don't really have much more left to say to you. Some of you are going to use verbal stuff and you're maybe, it doesn't necessarily say to me that you're going to be, mean about it, but I think you're going to be very clear about it. And I think it's going to be in a moment of passion. And I feel like the thing is that I feel like it's like you've been getting these downloads over time, over the last little bit, as these energies are crescendoing to this eclipse energy. So you're ending things and beginning new things. So you're ending things which is, I'm not being taken advantage of anymore by anybody, not friends, not family. Yeah, I think you're just going to be clear with people that you appreciate them. Or if somebody does finally answer that message, look, I appreciate you, but I've got other things to do. I found a new group of friends. All right. So I think it's people. I don't think that it's necessarily pinpointing love or anything else to do with that. I feel like it is in general, whoever the people are that have been lazy with your friendship. For some of them, you might talk to them first, right? To see if they're still interested in the friendship or the love ship. And if they don't answer you, I think you're just going to make your cuts. All right, what are you making room for? What are you calling in here, Taurus? What are you making room for, Taurus? What are you clearing the energies for? The Knight of Wands. The Sun, I like it. Yeah. I really feel that the energy that you clear, Taurus, is going to be coming back to you tenfold. I feel as though it's a bit of a self-respect thing, right? When people mistreat you and you don't address it, it's a bit of a self-respect thing. It's a worry that maybe you'll end up alone. And I think I'm connecting with someone who just doesn't care anymore. I'll be alone. I'm good. I'm good with my own company. I think what you're making room for is the sun, is to have breakthroughs and be honest with yourself. You're ready for growth. You're ready for growth. You're ready for victory. You're ready to do maybe impulsive things, have a little bit of fun. The Knight of Wands is the one who's not really giving any stability, right? Maybe you're just interested in flirting and having fun, if it is something to do with love. But I also feel like letting this go immediately gives you relief. The Knight of Wands is like, boom, it happens, right? It immediately gives you relief. It's like you finally decided to stop waiting for them to say, I'm not in this anymore. And you finally wielded your own sword and said, nah, brah, I'm not in this anymore. That's what it is. And so it feels really good to do that. I think that it feels, you feel really confident that you've had this breakthrough and that it's time for you to go a little rogue. And if people are going to leave you, and not talk to you or leave you on unread or whatever it is, I feel like you're just ready to be done. And it's giving you happiness. It's lightening the load. Yeah, it could be a little bit of ego, I'm just saying, but honestly, whatever it takes to get you through it until you understand what's really truly going on, right? Here comes the people who's spying. Nobody is going to spy on you harder than someone you took off your list. For sure. Coming at you with all sorts of other IDs, right? Page of Swords is here and the Ten of Wands. Interesting energy. Yeah, you're dropping all sorts of burdens. I'm not being scared anymore. I'm not even nervous about it. It feels like you used to identify as the wounded warrior, but I don't think you are anymore because the 10 wands are here. Right there, right? The 10 wands are here. You're like, let them watch. I'm dropping my burdens. Let them watch. Let them watch from behind their fear walls, because not everybody's going to go with you on the next level of your journey, because some of them are too afraid to, or they're just not ready. They don't have enough information. They haven't grown enough. Maybe this is where they're supposed to be on. Maybe it's their first time here and they're just doing the basics, you know, like it feels like they're, these people that you cut out, they begin to watch you. They start watching you releasing burdens and being yourself and being authentic. When we go from the 10 of Wands, we drop all that heaviness, all that heavy energy we've been carrying, and we go immediately to the Ace of Wands. They're looking at you having new beginnings, and that you are putting down all of the burdens that they caused for you, making you feel some type of way. But I feel like now people are watching you get the victory, watching you having breakthroughs, having fun, being impulsive, doing what you want to do. You're not holding yourself down to anything, not a relationship, not a friendship. You're just kind of rogue. You're doing whatever you want, whatever makes your heart feel happy. Yep. We have the 7 of Cups, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Queen of Swords. Look, I think you got your eye on everybody. I think you're like, yeah, sure, come forward. You bet. Bring your cup. Yeah, go ahead, bring your cup. But guess what? You walked away before. And now you get to deal with this. Now just know that I'm always going to have my sword at the ready, because I don't trust you. And I will cut you out really quickly. I really feel like some of these people that you cut out, whether they're family, friends, or a lover, I feel like whoever you cut out is now watching you win, dropping your burdens, healing yourself, having breakthroughs. And I feel like they start coming back at you, right? The 7 of Cups is here with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups holds 1. So that's 8 cups. So these people who disconnected from you emotionally and didn't really care what was going on with you, all of a sudden they're like, wait a second, where's Taurus? Wait, looking in the, weren't we having a conversation? Did Taurus even answer me? Meanwhile, Taurus isn't even on your list anymore. I feel like that's what's going on here. It feels like people who disconnect from you are now coming back and they're saying, but Taurus, you're beautiful. Come on, we love you. We miss you. And you're like, no, thank you. No, thank you. I learned my lesson. I've struck my boundaries. I'm good. You all can stay behind the boundary. I'll let you know when I'm ready to receive you. I like it. So by getting rid of all of this chaotic energy, you're bringing in you. You're becoming authentic, saying what you believe, speaking up for yourself, being the person who's like, no, you can't do that to me anymore. And that's really when the blessings start coming in, when you start to treat yourself better and you know that you deserve better. These people that have been coming in as the Knight of Cups, which is really not a stable love. It's like them throwing energy at you, right? Throwing love energy. Oh, but you've been gone for a while. And now that we realize that you're gone, we want you back. Come on, we love you. You know, and you're like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Let's get you some advice, my friend. Tell me about some advice for Taurus, please. Tell me about Taurus. Release, decisions. Yeah, you're making decisions. You're making decisions to release everybody. You've got the sword. It's like a brand new sword and you're swinging it everywhere. Reminds me of the video of the baby elephant who's playing with their trunk. Look, I think that nobody is safe. Not the twin flame, not the best friend, not the grandma, not anybody. I think that you're just on this quest of being authentic. Now I'm going to do what I need to do for me and y'all can watch me. Yep. I think that's what it is. And it doesn't matter who it is. The twin flame, you're making decisions to release things. And all the things that never did serve you. Be open to change, putting in the work. I love it. And recognition, realizing of the self. Realizing of the self. Look, I think that it's a recognition that this connection is not a love connection. This connection is one of learning. And this connection does not have to be anywhere near you in this world in order for them to teach you the lesson. And I think that's the recognition that you're putting in the hard work. You're the one who's open to change. And if this person never opens up, that's their decision. If that's what they do, that's what they do. But I feel like you're making all kinds of changes and realizations over the next couple of weeks for sure, especially in the next few days past this eclipse here. We have sacrifice, ask your angels, and passions. Don't sacrifice your passions. Speak to the universe if you need to, but please don't sacrifice your own passions ever again in favor of other people. I think you just need to ask your angels. You need to put in the work to do more meditation, more prayer, be centered and within yourself. Be this authentic bitch. Yep, for sure. Be her everywhere you go, feminine or masculine. Be the Queen of Swords. Be kind, be efficient with your words, and be completely and totally honest, because you can't get what you want unless you realize the energy of the Queen of Swords. You can't. We have a divine counterpart coming in. Divine connections sent to you from your angels. Ask your angels, they'll tell you who it is. So I feel like you're making room. You're clearing energetic energy in this eclipse. You don't have to do anything. The eclipse is doing the work. You don't got to write it on paper. You don't got to burn it. You don't got to do any rituals. You just need to sit there and let the universe do their thing. And I think that you're already probably in this process. And if not, it's happening very soon, like next week or in the next few days, probably. I feel like you're making room for a divine counterpart. I think you are. I think you're in the upgrade. This might even be the last queen that you need to learn before you can be the empress. All right. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you, Taurus, for coming here and watching. This is a very different reading. I liked it. I liked it for you. I'm going to go for now. Love you guys so much, and I'm out. Love you. Bye.